This is an innovative model to integrate afforestation of mangroves with the cultivation of fish, crab and prawns in the symbiotic manner. As the livelihood source for the coastal community, as the biological barrier against natural calamities like tsunami, flood, cyclone, etc., this system will play an important role in the disaster management and preparedness, ecological security, livelihood security of the coastal zone management in future.
Mangroves are one among the most productive ecosystems on the earth. The mangroves are the only tall tree forest between the land and sea. Mangroves, they are very important in coastal protection. During the recent tsunami, human lives, properties and wealth were saved because of the presence of mangroves in many countries. Mangroves support fishery resources, but unfortunately, mangroves are looked into only the forestry point of view. The fishery point of view, the mangrove values have not been understood properly. So in this particular context, hats up to Mr. Elangelian, who has taken an effort to develop artificially the mangrove ecosystem, integrating the fishery resources so as to enable the local people to be benefited out of this exercise. Remarkable model, wonderful model, innovative model. It can be replicated in other places for the benefit of the local people as a source of livelihood. But my appreciation to this effort is an ecosystem approach. Ecosystem approach in the sense it is not concentrating only on fishery resources. If it is concentrated only on fishery resources, then it will be of no use. It is concentrating on the forestry point of view, fisheries point of view, economic point of view, nutrient point of view, environment point of view, atmosphere point of view. In all aspects, this model is an excellent model. Hats off to Mr. Celian for having taken an effort, and the youngsters like Elangelian must come out with innovative ideas. Our Prime Minister has declared 2010 to 2020 as a decade of innovation. I consider this is an innovative approach for developing mangroves all along the coastal area, wherever it is suitable, by the local fishermen for the fishery development, in addition forestry development for coastal protection. Economy is important. At the same time, environment is also important. So environment is important like a mother. Economy is important like a wife. Who is important? Both are important. So environment is also important. Economy is also important. If you want to balance these two sustainably, this model has got a great promise in future. Thank you.
When we analyze this in the forestry point of view, the growth and development of mangroves are very fast and healthy. It is already proved that any afforestation program without community participation cannot reach the goal. So, we have designed this model to generate direct income through fish, crab and prawn culture in the canals without affecting the mangroves. Another important point is there are some mangrove-friendly aquaculture practice introduced in the Southeast Asian countries like Philippines and Indonesia. There, they use only existing mangrove areas for aquaculture. This is the first successful attempt whereby we have created new canals and new mangrove plantation to integrate with aquaculture. When we investigate this in the fishery point of view, the canals are connected to the adjacent backwaters through the automatic water regulators called inlet and outlet sluice gates fitted with swing doors and filters which will allow water in only one direction. Tidal flow enter through inlet in the one end and drain through the outlet in the other end, which makes the water quality in the canals very much suitable for the cultivation of all commercially valuable brackish water aquatic fauna. In addition, when we culture fishes with carnivorous and cannibalistic nature like sea bass and mud crab, the stilt roots of Rhizophora and Pneumatophorus of Avicennia serve as the effective natural hideouts to protect them during the weaker phase of life cycle, that is, molting stage. Another important aspect is the energy saving. In the common aquaculture practice, the huge amount of input cost goes to the energy for pumping and aeration of water to maintain the oxygen level and the water quality. In this unique system, only the tidal flow is used for intake of water and draining. Since there is replenishment of water twice daily, there is no oxygen depletion. So, this system is almost the zero energy model. Mussels and oysters also can be grown.
If only this design can be supported by the government and the NGOs, definitely all small farmers can take up this design and easily it can be replicated, and this definitely will give a great support to the geography of the coastal area. Thereby, mangroves everywhere all along the coast, and we have seen during the tsunami, definitely mangroves have pacified the force of the tsunami, and whatever destruction that happened was minimal wherever mangrove was. So this is one of the best way of protecting the coastal area, and at the same time the livelihood of the villages. Now they need not run around, they can keep the mangrove as well as they can have a livelihood of this aquaculture system through which they can earn so much. The moment villagers taste this money, definitely their cattle maintenance will come down. It will be dropped. Thereby, there will be a protection of the geography as well as the livelihood of the people will definitely increase the vitality and the protection of the coastal area. As a nature lover, as a person who is interested in geography, nature, I feel this is one of the best models that can be adopted and can be replicated by all these villages, and government should take up this and they should support the villages. Thereby, only the initial designing needs little of support. Afterwards, it's an everyday easy maintenance and everyday harvesting. They are going to really enjoy this aquaculture system, and without power, just using the tidal wave differences, the whole aquaculture system can be replenished with the proper seawater and thereby the best of the aquaculture system. I feel this is the best of the system for the coastal area. It can be adopted anywhere in India, Indian coast. That's what I feel. Thank you.
Wherever the mangroves are there where the people were safeguarded from the tsunami waves, and the habitation and the damages are very less. So the government, after the tsunami, government and lot of NGOs are tried their own models, tried various efforts to develop the mangrove in the coastal side, but most of the efforts are not achieved the results because of the various reasons. But the oceanic biologist Mr. Ilanchelian has developed a simple technology. I came to know that, and aftermath of the tsunami, he started this technology. In the 4 years, I was really amazed at this growth and the plantation, and also he developed an integrated system of livelihood protections also. It giving from this pond, we can they can grow fishes, crabs, and a lot of other various shrimps. So it is also gives a biodiversity into the particular area of this where the mangroves are there. So I was very amazed with his technology, and it is a simple technology also. I hope that this technology will be replicated in various things, and I recommend for other stakeholders like NGOs and governments to take this initiative, the self-replicated model of Mr. Ilanchelian, and it should be replicated and it should be planted. It is the mangroves is giving a protection to the natural disaster, and also it is a protection for climate change aspects, and also it is giving a livelihood to the coastal people also. So we will develop mangroves in the coastal area. It ensure the prosperity of the coastal people and ensure the safety of the country.